Hi guys, it's Holly. So I guess this is kind of the elusive question, like how many dreadlocks do I have? How many dreadlocks does somebody else have? How many dreadlocks should I have? I know that when I started off my dreadlocks, I spent a lot of time thinking about this. Because actually when you have a look, like I've had a look at dreadlock forums and stuff, and the answer is vast. Like some people say they've got like 30 dreadlocks. Some people say they might have like more than 100 dreadlocks. It would seem that most people say somewhere around 40 or 50. I know when I started my dreads, I had more than 70. I think I had 76, 78, something like that. And they were really quite thin. My goal was to have quite thin dreadlocks, but as they started to mature, I realized that some of them kind of felt like they weren't really maturing at all. Like thicker dreadlocks do mature faster. So because they were a bit thin, they just weren't really getting there. They weren't really doing anything. And I kind of felt that they wouldn't last as long as some of the bigger ones. Although I tried to do all my dreadlocks the same size, there was really quite a big disparity between some of the bigger ones and the smaller ones once they actually started to mature, which I thought was interesting. And I guess that's just to do with like where they are in your head and your hair texture and everything. I don't know if that's something that you can that you could necessarily anticipate before you got going. And I suppose that's the reason why, I know it's the reason why I ended up joining some of my dreadlocks together, was because some of them felt too thin. So I felt the need to like join them together to make them stronger and like healthier and help them lock up a bit faster. Because yeah, thinner dreadlocks lock up much slower. And I was getting really tired of the being all sort of wiggly and strange on the top of my head. So I'm going to take my dreadlocks down and then we can count them. Because yeah, I'm interested to see how many I've got now. Because recently I have joined more of my dreads together. I joined a bunch of my dreadlocks together about a year ago, and then maybe 2 months ago I joined some more together because after a year of letting them mature, I'd kind of felt that they were still too thin. It was mostly the ones on the top of my head where they were quite wiggly, and I've found that the ones on the top of my head don't mature as fast as the ones on the bottom. So you can see there's some with elastics on that are 2 dreadlocks that I've turned into one. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to treat that as one because it's like one near my head, if that makes sense. Okay, so I think I'm going to count them into bunches of 10. I think that's the easiest way to do it. So yeah, let's see.
I wonder how this night will be. The apple does not fall.
Right, so that is 30 on that side. Right, count this side.
I thought I'd let you know. The countryside, the water, so I wait up here. I just let it you know.
So that's what,
Wait
50?
along the corridor. Some will say they've seen me here before.
58. So yeah, I'm surprised. So I think when I started I had like 70 plus, like maybe nearly 80, and now I have 58. And as you can see, some of them are like this guy here where it's one and then it has 2 ends. Quite a few of them are like that. Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised at that I've got rid of so many. I didn't realise that I had. And to be fair, I still think there are a couple of dreadlocks that I'm going to adjust a bit on the top of my head. There's a couple near the side of my face here where they're very thin. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing it in stages because I'm not in a big rush to do anything to them kind of hastily, because in case I regret it later, and I don't want to end up with a bunch of big fat ones on the top of my head. So it's kind of treading that line, isn't it? So yeah, I've got 58 dreadlocks. How many dreadlocks have you got? Leave me a comment and let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.